Hi, we are group 7, and this semester we worked on a scheduling application for clinical staff to manage patient appointments. I'm Andre. Uh, Joining us, we have Aaron, Eric, and Yasmani. So first, let's talk about why we chose this project. We decided to create a scheduling application specifically tailored for uh, clinical staff. And the first reason why we chose it is because we wanted to step into the realm of web design and application development. This project gave us the perfect opportunity to explore that while also incorporating algorithmic logic to solve real-world problems. Sorting and managing appointments efficiently is a challenge that demands careful planning and the implementation of well-thought-out algorithms, making it an ideal project for applying what we've learned while getting our degrees. Second, we specifically chose to focus on a healthcare scheduling app because of the size and importance of the healthcare industry. It's a field where efficiency can directly impact lives, so addressing even small inefficiencies in scheduling can make a big difference. Additionally, working on a project that inserts technology and healthcare offers a unique appeal. It demonstrates both technical skills and understanding of practical high impact applications, meaning that it could look pretty good on our resumes going into the future and the workforce. The problem we solve with our app is lies in the inefficiencies of managing patient appointments in healthcare in general. Many general medical centers still rely on outdated or overly simplistic scheduling systems, such as spreadsheets, paper records, or tools that don't communicate well with each other. These systems are prone to errors like double bookings, missed appointments, and inefficient allocation of clinical staff. So these inefficiencies can lead to longer patient wait times, increased administrative burdens, and a general strain on the healthcare system. So our scheduling application is designed to address these challenges by providing an organized, intuitive, and algorithmic-driven solution. Some tools that we used was GitHub. We created a repository that allowed us to all work on the project simultaneously. We used Jira to create sprints and tickets to properly map out and keep track of all the work we had done and needed to do. And then some IDEs we used were VS Code and Writer.
Hello, my name is Eric. I'm going to be going over the front end of the application. So we used a mix of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap for our front end. And the reason why we use those technologies is because HTML provides a really good foundation structure for the website. CSS is really good to stylize those HTML elements. The JavaScript just helped us have dynamic interactions like the form validation that we use for what the users use to enter information. And then the drop-down menus and buttons as well all use JavaScript. And some of the advantages of using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript were that it just helps out a lot with the user experience and makes sure that the front end is just polished overall. There's really fast feedback as well, and just mainly most websites nowadays just use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to display web pages. And it also just has compatibility across multiple browsers. And it's just useful because HTML forms can collect like the details of the patient, and that's one of our main components in our application. And it's just very convenient for the patients and it ensures fewer errors. And for inspiration taken from other medical websites, I personally work at Performance Medical Management, and we work close together with First Choice Neurology. And from there, I noticed that these medical clinics have the specific way of organizing their websites, where at the top there's the the drop-down menus for different parts of the website, and I just found that it was very useful to have a similar layout for our software. And scheduling appointments are also on these websites. So to create our own tool for that is really useful because we would have direct uh, controlling over differences that we want in our project. Thank you.
Well, let's now explore the foundation of our backend system, Flask, the web framework that powers our application. Flask is a backbone of our project, serving as the web framework that powers our application. It's lightweight yet highly flexible, allowing us to build our application with ease. Flask's minimalistic nature ensured we could customize features while still keeping the code base manageable. We also leverage extensions for added functionalities like authentication and integration with our database, enabling a seamless user experience. Next slide, please. So basically, we're going to take a look at the SQL database, which forms the core of our backend data management system. Our project relies on the SQLite for its database, chosen for its simplicity and compatibility with Flask. As a serverless database engine, SQLite allows us to manage structured data without the complexity of setting up a database server. It's lightweight yet powerful, making it perfect for storing and querying the appointment and the user data required by our scheduling application. Next slide, please. And also, and finally, let's discuss about how we plan to future-proof our backend with MongoDB for better scalability and flexibility. So while we use SQLite for our phase of the project, we are considering MongoDB for future scalability. MongoDB NoSQL structure with its ability to store data in JSON-like documents is ideal for applications that manage diverse and dynamic data. It offers high performance and flexibility, which will allow us our application to evolve and handle increased user loads effectively in the future. Well, this ensures that the content flows cohesively while focusing on the backend system.
Yeah, hello, this is Aaron. I'm going to show all the test cases in the web application that we developed and showing that the application meets all the requirements. So for the first test case, number one is patient self-registration and self-appointment booking. Let's go back to our web app. So this is the main page. So when the patient first arrives to the web app, it goes to the new patient registration, enters all the details. Let's just write the first address, email address. I'm going to use my personal email just to show that I'm getting notifications. So username, and then click add patient. Yeah, so there's a verification here. The password length was less than 7 characters. So let's make sure that we have the password that meets the length. Patient added successfully. So once the patient is registered, he can go to the patient dashboard, enter username and password. And login. So let's ignore this message. So this is the patient dashboard where you're going to see all the information, personal information, ID, first name, last name, and so on. So the first thing is schedule appointment. When you go to schedule appointment, you kind of select the date patient wants to schedule the appointment. Let's just choose tomorrow. And then appointment time, let's select 8 a.m. So they're going to see a list of doctors here for a specific web app is designed for a small office. So basically, we're going to have, for now, just a single doctor for the purpose of this demo. So schedule appointment, all right? Seems like it was successful. Please share your email. You're going to get a notification. Let's just check my email and see what I got here. All right, this worked. Got a notification here. Patient name, appointment type, appointment date. So here also the patient can see the appointment history. So as we can see, the appointment has been scheduled successful for this patient. So I think that's test case number one. So next, I'm going to explain the test case number 2, reschedule appointment. So let's go back to our web app and just log in with the same username and password that was created previously. All right, perfect. So once the patient wants to reschedule an appointment, just go to manage appointment and see, let's search for the appointment that was just created, just tomorrow. A in the morning, a.m. Tertiary appointment, right? We should see here. Perfect. So now just hit reschedule and cancel appointment. Let's say that we want to reschedule the appointment for the 2 days after the initial scheduled appointment. So just hit reschedule, and that should do it. Yeah. Please share your email. Let's check the email and see if we got the appointment reschedule notification. Yeah, we got it here. So that works fine. That was test case number 2. So next, I'm going to show the test case number 3, overbooking prevention. So basically, what that means is that the patient wants, let's say that he wants to reschedule the appointment or another appointment for the same time that there is already an appointment scheduled. So the system has to prevent that from happening. So let's go through that case and see where the web app works or not. So let's try to schedule a new appointment. So after you notice, first let's see, the appointment is 12/12/2024. So if we want to schedule an appointment for the same date and time, let's see what happens. Let's schedule appointment. We got an error. An appointment for this patient already exists on the selected date. So that was test case number 3. So next, we're going to see test case number 4, which is reporting and analytics. So what this means is basically in our app, we want to see as an office manager that we can see of the history of the appointments that have been booked, and then also filter by date. So let's log in as an office manager. We got the information about the office manager. So in appointments, first we're going to see appointment history. So basically, we see all the appointments that have been scheduled by different patients that we have already in the system. But then we have another functionality, which is filter appointments by day range. So basically, let's say I want to see the appointments that have been scheduled during December, right? Right? Maybe not December, during the last year, right? So let's select. Let's see. 2024, January 1st until January 1st, 2025. The appointments, yeah, we got all the appointments that were scheduled during the last year. If we want to see like for a specific month, we can also see that. We don't have like right now the data, so that was test case number 4.
Hello, my name is Eric, and I'll be going over test case 5, data privacy and access control in our application. In our application, when a patient logs in, they can only see appointments tied to that patient specifically, and they are not allowed to see other patients' appointments. Here we can see just one appointment for that patient, and when we log in as a different patient here, we'll see that we can only see the data of this specific patient and of none others. So this helps us keep HIPAA compliance and ensures us that the patient health information is protected. If we go to the top and we try to bypass anything by changing URLs, we will see that our website blocks any attempts to access outside patient information by forcing them to log in, or it can show them an error message if they try getting to a page that only office managers can see. Here is an office manager when you have that role tied to you. When you try to go to a dashboard, you can't because the dashboard is only tied to patients. So while you have the role of office manager, you cannot access that page, giving the error message at the top left. Thank you, and that was task 5.
So next, I'm going to show test case number 6, which is admin dashboard for clinical staff. So basically, what we want is like the admin to have all the permissions to manage everything inside the application. So we log in as a manager. So we can see that managers have access to add new appointments for a specific patient. If you click here, patient, and then you can scale appointment. For the purpose of this demo, I'm not going to go through the whole process, but since it was already mentioned. So managers can also search for a specific patient and then appointment date and time and reschedule or cancel the appointment. Managers can see the whole appointment history, which was shown already. On the previous test case, managers can see the whole patient list, add a new patient also here, if they want to, if needed, update patient information again by, searching for a specific patient, and then here you will see that managers can do that. And then doctors' list, office clerks, and so on. Also, it can be possible that in the same office there can be more than one manager. So the managers can also add new managers. We can see here we have 2 managers, and then that was test case number 6. So next is test case number 7, which is patient notifications. I'm going to go through this case specifically because it has already been discussed in previous test cases as a test case number 1, which is the patient got a notification email when they self-scheduled an appointment. So I'm going to go and show test case number 8, which is mark user as active and inactive. So this test case it should be done by the office manager. So we are already in the system as an office manager. All right, so let's try to see a patient here. So this patient ID, which is already there, is Aaron. All the information there. Let's modify this information. So at the end of the page, there is a checkbox. If we unselect the checkbox, we can modify the patient information updated successfully. Let's just check that the patient is actually inactive. So here we have all the patients, and then at the end there is a column showing if the patient is active or inactive. So this patient is inactive. And then let's do another test. Let's try to log in with this patient, which is inactive. It shouldn't be able to access the system. So let's just see that. All right, that works. Your account is inactive. Please contact the administrator to activate your account. So let's do a last test here. Let's go back as an office manager and then try to make that patient active again. All right, okay. All right, it works. And that was test case number 8.